Everyone, my name is Clynis and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how I made this mixed media style altered box. So if you want to see me doing this project, then please keep on watching. Alright, so the 3 coats of gesso are dry, and now I am inspecting the finish of the box, and I would say that I think I would need that matte gel to seal everything. Good thing I bought that because I knew I was going to need it for this box. And I'm just going to show you a close-up of the paint job. All right, there you go. Yeah, so that's one of them. It's flaking off. That's what I'm seeing right now. And if you look at this angle too, it's flaking off. This is the other end of the box, which where the fold is. So right now, just to prevent any headaches in the future, I will just seal it off with this one. Ta-da! See, this box is useful. Okay, back to the video. So to start off, I'm going to use this ultra matte gel. Now I would try and see if I could do 1 coat of this one, and then yeah, we'll see the finish. So at this time, doesn't matter if I am doing different brush strokes, because I think I'm going to coat this box with a not sure yet, with a different type of color. So I'm just going to fast forward everything so you guys don't get bored. Alright you guys, so first coat is done. I'm just going to dry it, and basically if I think you have to be careful when you are coating it on top of like a white gesso, for example, or maybe it's black too, I'm not sure, but it's kind of hard to see where it is, so you just have to be mindful of that when you're using the matte gel medium. So yeah, so we're just going to dry and see how it goes. Okay, so right now I am not really quite sure on how I am going to establish my main background or the basic or base background, but I think I'm just going to make a color gradient using these colors right here in combination, but mainly focusing on some purples and violets. The reason why is because the child, or my friend's daughter, is having her birthday party this Saturday, and her theme is like based on the peacock feathers. And to me, this is like, well, it's mostly these 3 colors with probably a little bit of brown and yellow, but we will see. We'll just play around with the colors, and if we don't like them, then we can add gesso again. So here goes. Now with combining all the colors, you just have to be careful not to turn it black like this one over here. if you combine 3 colors at once too much, you have to clean your brush again and try combining the colors. But right now I'm just liking how, I know it's very messy, but that's the beauty of mixed media art. You can be as messy as you want, but you can also end up with an artwork. So yes. Oh, those colors, I'm liking the colors already. Anyway, that's yeah, back to the video. Okay, so I just want to show you how it looks like right now. It's not too much, but if you can notice here, I've decided to do a different brush strokes, mimicking the like the center of the feather, peacock feather, I mean. And there's a little bit of brown here because I think at the center there is like brownish, and then it goes, I think, dark blue and some green around. So I'm not really going to exactly do that, but yeah, it's just like, you know, I kind of like how this one is looking right now. I'm still trying to dry everything off before I proceed with the next step. I'm not sure which the next steps will be. I might paint the whole box. So yes, yeah, sorry about the mess that you see around my video thingy. Because the canvas is so big, I had to really zoom out, and yeah, you will see the mess. Okay, so I am done painting, and I know it's like a, looks like an absolute disaster. Yeah, she might look like it, but that's the beauty of it, you know. Even though how ugly it may look like right now, at the end of the day, if you believe in your abilities, you'll make something good out of the bad stuff, or the bad looking things. Okay, so today I think we'll start putting on some texture on the canvas. So I will be using this stencil with the, you will see which one. I think I'm going to use this, one of these ones. So yes, let's get into it. All right, once this modeling paste is dry, I think my next step will be to use these embellishments that I made using the IOD molds. All right, so these ones I made out from this mold right here. I'm going to link this down below. You can buy this at scrapbook.com. It's from Prima Marketing. They are called IOD molds. This, what I used here is not clay, actually it's a hot glue stick. Obviously you have to use a hot glue gun in order to make these yourselves. They're not perfect by all means, but actually I like the imperfections, and that's what's great about making artwork. It doesn't have to be perfect all the time. Like, see, there are like tiny dents right here and there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick a few of these and hopefully make my second layer of the background for this project. And oh, if you want a tutorial about how I made these, comment down below or give this video a like. I like hearing from you guys, and especially if it's something that I could help you with, that will be great. And yeah, let's get back into the video. Alright, since this is a very big canvas, as you can see, I think I will start making or base my focal point around this area, cascading down maybe. And that's, yeah, I think we'll stick with that and start building our texture. Now for the next part, I will be using the Stone Effect paste from Bear. And with this part, I think I'm just going to use it as I don't know, like I just wanted to use it something to add as an edging, if that makes sense. But we're going to start here, maybe trying to connect everything and making texture. I don't know what look I'm going for right now, so it's like making a composition is like figuring things out as you go. You don't have to have a concise idea of where everything goes, pretty much. And I think that's what art is for the most part. There, I think that's better. You guys can see better. Sorry about that. Just realized that now. And if you guys wanted these types of videos where I talk as I make my projects, comment down below as well. I'd really love to hear from you guys. I know I'm new, but I really love making art, and like I said, if there is anything that you want me to do, I would, like, it's related to mixed media art, I would definitely do it, of course. And yeah, so this paste is giving me the very gritty effect, which I hope will be will dry gorgeously, and I hope that it won't lose the texture that it's giving. To me, mixed media is like the more texture that you put on your canvas, sometimes it's better looking, but that's not always the case. So when you're just beginning your mixed media, you just have to figure out your style. I know I still have to figure out my style, but I really like the vintage looks or vintage embellishments, and that's kind of like where I'm basing most of my mixed media craft from. But everyone has different concept about vintage and how they interpret everything. So there's no rule on how you will make your own craft, in my opinion. All right, so I'm just going to do this until I'm satisfied and then move on to the next part. Alright, you guys, this is the dried close-up of the Stone Effect paste. So when you touch it, it's very cool, slightly coarse, and very yeah, I would say it's when you paint it, probably it will lift up all the details of the paste. So off to the next one. Alrighty, for the next part, I think I will just paint everything, not everything, like a few areas with white gesso. I know a lot of you guys are going to say, what's the point of, painting the background with this, like the purples and the greens? But I don't know, I just like to paint it and see how the colors are how the colors look together. But it's actually a great way to play around with your colors, in my opinion. But if you don't like to waste paint, unlike what I did, then you can just go straight with this part here after priming everything with the white gesso. So sometimes there are times that when I'm trying to compose, it's like, oh my gosh, I feel like it's not gonna work. And so sometimes this is the part where like, I wish I would have done that. But you will never know unless you try, right? So that's okay. Mixed media art doesn't have to be perfect and concise. It's like your own interpretation of how you basically do your own artwork. Okay, so I'm just going to speed up again so you guys won't be bored to death. Okay, so now I'm done and the gesso is dry. So this is how it looks like. Actually, it looks good on camera. But it's actually I would say I kind of like how it looks on camera. Now that I am standing and looking, it's actually giving me all the textures that I want. Now I know it sounds crazy or it looks crazy because I've painted the initial colors that we did, but that's what I wanted, so that I could use some of my stamps, and that's what we're going to do next. Not even sure if this is going to work, but here goes nothing. Oh yeah, it did. Look. Oh, that's a nice color. Okay, we're just stamping everywhere where there's like no stencils or any sort like that. There's no pattern for this, so you're free to do however you wanted to do. You know, guys, I just realized that I'm using one of my older stamps, my butterfly stamps. I just realized that my background is like making your own cardstock design that's used for scrapbooking. You know what I mean? I feel like that's how the process is right now. So I'm having fun with this stamp. I know some of them are going to be covered, so that's why I just stamp away, my friends. Okay, so the next part will be more embellishments, and I think I'm going to cut this one. I might cut this one. Yeah. One good thing about these is you can cut them in half, no problem. Okay, just going to stick them using the heavy gel medium. So those are on. Going to do the same thing. I am going to put more of that stone paste around here just to add more interest to the project. So here it is, guys. Actually, it's been pretty good. I think next what we'll do is we're going to play with our colors, starting with this aquamarine. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I'll just play around with it and see how well we can combine everything. If this could be our main color background. No, I don't think so. No. Okay, so what's next? We'll try this blue one. It's also metallic blue. If you're like me, who's kind of lazy to have a palette for acrylic paints, then you should be fine as long as you know what you're doing. But if you're just starting out, I recommend that you put your acrylics on a palette knife, or not palette knife, like a, what do you call this, like a palette to put your paint on, so you're not as messy as I am right now. Quite messy crafter, actually, if I can say so myself. This is actually turning pretty good. I like how it's turning right now. See, this is why you have to create so many textures, because once you paint everything, it's like the magic happens, you know what I mean? I'm not going to focus so much on the blue, because this is like a peacock theme inspired birthday present. So that's, oh, look at this. Like, do you see these, guys? These little textures. Oh, I'm loving it. Loving it. Okay, so what about the purple? See if she's going to behave as well. So same thing. I use water to disperse all of the paint into the grooves, especially with this too much textures going on. This is what you actually want in a mixed media. That's why when you see mixed media art, they look so complicated, right? Well, it is complicated. It's quite a complex process if you've seen more YouTube videos. But when I started my mixed media journey, I wasn't really as complex as this one. I remember my first mixed media was like when I was making a birthday present to my husband when we were just started dating. And so I did this mixed media, and I was like, oh well, you just, from what I have seen, you just stick everything all together and it will actually look pretty. But it did, but it's not as dimensional as I would have wanted it to be. Okay, I'm gonna start concentrating again on what I'm doing here, because look, she's a mess right there. So she is a mess right now, but that's fine. Let's see if it's going to treat us better with the tilting process. Need this. And this is what's good when you use water too with your acrylics. It thins out the acrylics, so if you need to layer paint on top of each other, it won't exactly eliminate the textures that you've worked building up. So that's the beauty. I think I'm going to stop there and continue on fast forward with the rest. So for the next part, I just used the self-adhering stencil that I have, which is this one right here. So this sticks on your canvas when you use the stencil, and use the concrete, and actually it did pretty good. Like the details are there. Like, I think the better way for us or for you to use the stone effect paste will be with the self-adhering stencil, because it doesn't move around and it seals flat on your canvas. So yes, that's why I got a very good outcome out of it. Anyway, so back to the video. Alright, hello guys again. Right now I am working on the letter J. So today I just stick this on. It's another vintage embellishment that I made from IOD molds using a glue stick, and right now I'm just going to work on embellishing this one before sticking it onto the canvas. So I just want to show you what I did last night that I didn't film. I just stick these embellishments again just on the bottom corner, and remember the foot that I bought from Michael's. Yeah, I stick them on and they're all good to go. So right now I'm just going to focus on finishing the top and basically everything. So yes, let's get back into it. I think I'm done with embellishing. We'll see how it goes later after we color, but I'm going to use this metallic wax aged brass from Bear, and I haven't used their metallic waxes yet, so we'll see. Let's see. Oh gosh, okay. Oh wow. Oh yeah. Oh wow, yeah, that's good. Looks good to me. What do you guys think? It's not as shiny as like a metallic acrylic paint would look like, but it's actually I think it's like a sheen. There's a sheen to it, and I love the color. So we'll continue using it, and yeah. Okay, well, I'm done with the aged brass. Now we are going to do the sprinkling of the paint. So I'm going to start with this aquamarine. I think I'm gonna use some metallics this time. Aquamarine metallic, and what do we have here? The blue metallics. Okay, and then I'm just going to add water, a little bit of water, and then sprinkle everything. Okay, so next I think I'm going to do bordering with this Distress Oxide Vintage Photo, and I think that's what's missing right now. So I'm loving everything that I'm seeing right now all together, so it's actually turning out pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to do the rest of the border. Alright, there she is, the top view. I think everything turned out pretty good. I might do some more embellishments like rhinestones, but I think it's good the way it looks like. And then I'm just going to do the rest of the sides. I'm not going too crazy about it. So yeah, I'm very happy how it turned out, and I'll see you on the final look. And I have finally coated the whole canvas with a heavy gloss transparent gel medium, and I really love how it turned out. I'm just gonna show you how it looks like inside. That is also the fur throw. It's actually a perfect size. This box was actually a perfect size. That's why I bought it in the first place. So yes, and this is the original Velcro that the box came in. I had to take this part off and stick it again. So yes, so happy how it turned out. Alrighty, that is it, you guys. If you reached this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. If you like these types of video, please consider subscribing to my channel. Hit that notification bell, and I will try to post, or I am actually currently posting every Tuesday, every week, of my projects, vlogs, and hauls. And if you want to follow me on my Instagram, that's where I'm usually active as well. I post my current projects and a little glimpse of my life. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to comment them down below. I would love to hear from you guys, and hopefully I have inspired you in some way. And I will see you on the next project. Bye!